50 years after Selma, is the president actually selling Selma?
The notion that, say, some young kid who was brought here when they were 2 or 3 years old might somehow be deported at the age of 20 or 25, even though they've grown up as Americans, that's not who we are. That's not true to the spirit of what the March on Selma was about.
Not what the March on Selma was about. Mr. President, with all due respect, I know you and I are about the same age, but we weren't much older than toddlers ourselves back then. But I'm sure we've both looked at the history since. Selma was about legal Americans denied their rights, not illegal Americans thinking they were entitled to those rights. Please don't conflate the two. Don't use the blood of victims half a century ago to score some political points now. You not only sully their message, you sully their sacrifice. This isn't about mixing up causes. This is mixed up, period. It would be like Nancy Pelosi walking arm in arm outside the Capitol to sell votes for health care inside the Capitol. Oh, she did that, didn't she? Even quoting Martin Luther King, that Martin would have wanted it. Maybe just me, but it seems a pretty big leap going from the content of one's character to the content of one's health care insurance policy. Now that is sick, and that is wrong. To compare the descendants of illegals who snuck in here with the descendants of those who were killed here and beaten here and bully clubbed here and humiliated here and attacked by dogs here and fire hosed here and jeered at and spit at here and denied entrance to schools here, all while legal citizens here, Mr. President. I say that kind of stuff stops here. Fix what needs fixing without getting yourself in a bigger fix and attacking causes and all their causes to folks, some of whom are long dead. Now, we will never know what they would have done. All we do know is what they did. So, sir, leave it at that. And please leave them alone. It would be like blaming another president for everything that's gone wrong on your watch. Who would do that? Piggybacking on a genuine hero to fix all the messes you failed to address on your watch? No. I'm sorry. Not civil. Not right. Mr. President, 50 years after Selma, don't start. Not ever. All right. Meanwhile, forget the economy adding about 300,000 jobs last month. Did you know about a separate survey that shows over the past few months we've lost about 3 million? Well, I won't have to do that, because we have a Columbia University professor who has clawed through all the data, and I don't know why Harvard still hires him, but he has actually come up with numbers that might startle you and explain why, if the news is so good, people aren't buying, people aren't shopping. You got to watch 8 p.m. tonight, FBN.